Right, still watching the market here. You can see the SPY is still drifting down. Again, I took MSR calls for next week. See how those go. And the market's definitely a little bit weak here this morning. SMR still looks really, really nice this morning. William pointed that one out earlier today, and pretty nice move in that. Again, we're out of RCAT. And again, I got some work going on here, so I'm going to shut off the mic for a minute. But I am in SMR. That's the only thing I'm in right now. Again, I got some work going on in the house, so I'm going to shut off the mic for a minute until that's done. Won't be very long. Meta looking good. William, again, I got some noise going on here, so sorry for the background noise. But Meta looking good for an entry. If the Apple would cooperate, it's pulled right back to the 8 and the 15 on the 5-minute chart. Still below the VWAP on Meta. It's also a decent setup on Meta. Pretty compressed right now. SMR still looks like a better trade to me right now. Anyway, I'm in SMR, of course. OUST, beautiful so far rally, the one you just called out a little while ago. Yeah, really nice move on OUST. It's breaking out here, as a matter of fact. Pretty nice. Here's OUST's chart right here on the TC2000. See this nice breakout in it? No earnings till 8/12. Decent volume. That's a nice look. I don't know this company, but that's a nice look. Here's your resistance level right there. If we put some high volume candles on here. Here's where we are right now. There's your resistance level. One of them right there. Right, another one right here. And this one is below this. So we're 1176 will be the next resistance level. Then you've got another one right up here. Then quite a few much higher. That's where it needs to get through right there. All right, go through those levels right there. And I gotta kill the mic for a minute. Okay, mic not working. Is it okay now, Omar? I might have messed it up when I was turning it on and off. Hopefully you can hear it now. Yep, okay, good, thanks. Thanks, perfect, excellent. All right. Yeah, I think I got two different settings on the mic here, so I think I had one off, one on. I apologize for that. Some breaking up early. Well, I got a lot of noise going in the house, and that tends to, if it gets too loud, it actually mutes the mic. So that would what it be. But hopefully that's pretty much over right now. Okay. So again, I'm in SMR is the only thing I'm in right now. SPY still kind of drifting sideways here. Really not inclined to jump into too much right here. Mosaic was a pretty nice move this morning. It had good relative strength, but it's just kind of just moving sideways now. So other than SMR, I'm not in anything except the SMCI, which has bounced up again. Didn't really want to see it bounce up, but that's, again, I'm looking for a move with SMCI based on the NVIDIA earnings tonight. SPY still drifting down. SMCI moving up, which it's going against us because our puts are losing value. But again, I'm going to sit on this one because I want to see what happens with the NVIDIA earnings. I'm looking at a strangle on AAP. Strangle on AAP is what I'm looking at here. We'll see if it pans out. Dan suggested that one, and it's a very nice look on this one. On the daily chart, here's the daily chart on AAP. Again, it's right in between these two support resistance levels, up here and down here. Move either way to either one of those is going to give you some decent profits. It's pretty inexpensive, to be honestly. AAP, the 52 put, 53 call. Buy the 52 put, buy the 53 call expiring this Friday. Is going for about $1. About $1.60, about $1.60, and it has an ATR of about 360. So that's a pretty good strangle, and I'm going to put that down on here. And Dan, I appreciate it. 5-28. It's a strangle. May 30th. 53 calls. And at May 30th. $52 puts. $1.60 to $1.63 on this strangle. Alright, so I got the AAP strangle on. The RCAT's been closed out for profit. I've still got the SMCI on. And I'm long SMR right now. Alright, so I'm in the AAP strangle, and we've still got the SMCI strangle on. We took the RCAT straddle off for a nice profit. SMCI moving up toward 42 here right now. So that we have on SMCI we got a 42.50, 43. So it's gonna go against us obviously when it's moving in this direction, and it's right now it's at 290. Which is actually pretty interesting. That's still pretty good. 290 with this bounce up here. Again, I think a lot of the premium in there is staying inflated because of NVIDIA earnings tonight. Okay, so we got a strangle on AAP, and I'm long SMR for next week. SMR pull back here. Again, I'm looking at this as a swing type trade. I still like it very. It's up, still up about 1% today, so nice pullback. But it did pull back to the VWAP here, so a pullback and a bounce I might actually add to the position. And pretty compressed market here right now. Drifting down, but very compressed. Again, I got SMR, which I still like this thing long as a swing, and I took a AAP strangle, 52.53. Yeah, the APP, the options aren't priced correctly, William. They're too cheap. It could all go. It could go south and not work. But those are really inexpensive, inexpensive straddle on that thing. Strangle. With an ATR of about 360. Ruthie? Hey, can I help you? Good. Oh, me? My wife's the boss. I'm busy. I'm really busy. Yeah, you're not interested. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Bye. Ruthie? Ruth? Oh, you're upstairs. Okay. No, this guy came to the front. Go see Ruthie. Go see Ruthie. Yeah. All right. So again, I'm not going to be jumping into very many trades today. Not with this NVIDIA thing coming up tonight, but I do have SMR on, and I do have AAP that Dan pointed out, which is a really nice one. AAP strangle. We're still in SMCI. Going to give that some time. Bounced back up again this morning. And we took our cat off for a nice, really nice profit in our cat. It's pulled right back down again, so. All right. Kill the mic for another minute here.
To reschedule an appointment
Oh, you did?
for the gastro.
Gastro?
Mm-hmm. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm muted.
Yeah, gastro.
Yeah, you have to get an appointment for them?
I had appointments for the 26th.
Yeah.
And, I'm not sure what kind of shape I'm going to be
No,
in the 26th.
that's only a week later.
So I just pushed it up to the 30th.
This just a scheduled one, just a normal follow-up?
Yeah, just a follow-up.
No rush on that.
No. So, like I say, we'll see what happens. But I don't really need,
What did the doctor tell you? Did he reassure you about anything?
No, he, sounded like a, he sounded like a commercial, with
TV?
the risks.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the risks and everything. Any surgery, there's a risk due to
Yeah, you're taking
whatever,
anesthetics.
anesthetics, blah, 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 blah. And fatal,
Yeah.
I said, you sound just like one of those drug, med commercials. But, I said, I'm very much looking forward to it, just to
Getting it over with.
yeah, well, it's like I told them, I said, the pain's not always in the same place, and some days I have trouble standing up straight after I'm sitting, and so, anyway, so.
The problem is if it's continues to deteriorate, at some point in time you're not going to be doing anything about it. That's the hazard.
Yeah, it's going to get to, so he says it will involve screws, bone graft, probably cement. He said you won't feel any of that, you won't feel the cement or anything like that. And so, the only bad part about this is I have to be there at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And the surgery's at 8, so.
Oh, that's good to go get it out of the way.
Yeah.
But you're going to be there till the next day.
Yeah.
6
At which
o'clock.
point you can go home,
Well,
You don't have to stay all day.
Well, I want to wait till you get done.
Yeah, well, that, yeah,
It's going to be probably 4 hours.
at least, yeah.
6 o'clock, wow.
Yeah, there's also Ally, she'll help.
Oh, yeah, she'll be wanting to be there, of course.
Yeah, so it'll be,
Hopefully you can go back home the next day and be, you know,
yeah,
with
you
your
know.
walker.
Yeah, some places, you know, they don't even keep you overnight, but, you know, there's 2 different places he's going to be poking into, so. Yeah, so that's the, you know, as far as you're concerned, the worst part is having to
Get up in
be,
that
and
morning.
be there
That's
at
really
6
early.
a.m., yeah. Unless you want someone else to do it.
No, who's going to do that? That's
I
great.
know.
Oh, Allison, can you take her over there?
But you have to wake Allison up.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, so anyway.
All right.
Yep. I gotta pee.
How many is he doing a day, I wonder?
I don't know, 3 or 4.
Oh, shit, he couldn't do 4, not at those.
Oh, him?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Me no.
All right.
So,
Go back to the, yeah.
gotta pee.
Yeah, people come to the door, the vacuum is going on. It's a mess.
Oh, so I didn't even hear the door.
He just knocked on it. All right, things settling down here now. Gary, what happens if you forget to close a trade like AAP before expiration? Does the broker close it for you? Well, it depends on what the prices are on it, Gary. If you're in the money on remember these are when you're doing straddles and strangles, you're buying all this stuff, right? So theoretically you're not going to get assigned, but sometimes they'll do that to you. If you're in the money on the put side or you're in the money on the call side, and you don't close it out, they may assign you that if it's on the put side, you'll be short the stock at that price. If even the call side, you'll be long the stock at that price. But typically, you want to close it out. But you can call them and tell them you don't want to take the stock. You don't want to get it assigned to you because you have the as an owner when you're buying a call or buying a put, you don't have any obligation to take the stock. You have the option to take it if you want to, but you could be assigned it if you forget about it. And possibly that would, if it's going in your direction, you might end up better off. But I've had that happen a few times, and typically I just close them when the market opens. And most of the time, it's actually, since I was in a straddle or strangle and it's in the money on one side, it usually keeps going that way. So, but yeah, you can. But you shouldn't. Yeah, it can happen. Anytime you're in the money on an option, there's always the chance that you'll get assigned if it's short. If you're long, they shouldn't do it, but some of them do. So I've had it happen. SPY trying to bounce here now. Again, still watching SMR, which is just kind of pulling down and moving sideways. SMCI, which is bounced up, it's pulling back down a little bit now, and AAP trying to bounce a little bit. That's about all that's going on here right now. It's about 10 minutes to 12, 5 minutes to 12. Again, a lot of waiting and seeing what NVIDIA is going to do tonight. NVIDIA right now is up 20 cents, basically nothing, very flat. Apple right now up about 0.5%, gapped up this morning, pulled back hard. Now it's trying to move back up again. Netflix down a little bit. A lot of these stocks are really flat this morning. MSTR still drifting down. Very choppy though. Tesla doing very little here. If you're looking at Tesla, this is what I see on Tesla. Right, so Tesla right here. Oops. Pop that down again. This is the resistance level, 364.07. You see where it went to yesterday? Right to that resistance level. That resistance level goes back a ways. Goes way back over here. Right, so that resistance level hit yesterday on the move up. It didn't get through it. This morning it actually gapped up through it just a little bit, and now it's pulled back below the 364.07 with room down here to 347.03. But this is very, very unsure what this stock is going to do. It's not really great volume, and it's just slightly below the 364.07. I cannot take this long until it gets above 364.07 and closes above 364.07. So the only way I could take Tesla today at all would be to the short side. SPY still coming down a little bit here now. Again, SPY got room down to 586.78 on these high volume candles. Oh, see you later. Thank you. SMCI still trading around $3, even after this bounce. So again, I think that a lot of the premium is still staying in these puts and calls because of Nvidia's earnings coming out tonight. AAP here, Advanced Auto Parts, kind of just chopping sideways. Again, we get 52.53 strangle on that, 53 call, 52 put, and it's trading right pretty much in the middle, right about what we get in. Priced right now at $1.65. Just very, very choppy here now. You can see the choppy action in the SPY, a lot of reds and greens mixed together. Market drifting down. Again, Tesla is pulling back a little bit here. Just not really ready to jump into anything. I took SMR with next week. It's gone against me now, but I'm going to hold it. I'm going to see if we bounce. If we bounce and it gets back up around test today's high again, I'm going to take some more calls. It is a little extended on the 8. On the daily chart from the 8 exponential moving average. 29 is the 8 exponential moving average. Stock's trading at 35, so about $6 to the upside. We have an ATR of about $3, so it's just about 2 ATRs extended, so it's a little extended, but I still like the stock. I still like the setup, and there's also some, it's been pushed by news as well, so that's why I'm in it. NNE's been weaker. OKTA. Oops. Wrong one. KLO is the other one that's actually up this morning pretty nicely. Right here. Very similar to SMR and NNE. Oops. Had my mic off, sorry. Having problems with the mic this morning, so yeah. OKTO. OKLO is another one of the nuclears. Right there. Very similar to SMR. Another decent setup. Meta that William called out a couple times this morning, starting to bounce right in this dynamic compression zone. Right here. Very, very compressed. You can see how compressed we are right now in a lot of stocks. SMCI pulling back again toward the VWAP. AAP, we just get into this, just kind of moving sideways. Okay. it's coming up a little after 12. I'm going to take lunch at about 12:15. SMR trying to bounce.
Are you still silencio?
Hmm?
Are you still silencio?
Yeah, I've got this
Kitty's son is just a bit sleazy.
off. Just a bit. Why, what do you do?
Well, you know, he had this car, he was parking in his
Yeah.
little black car.
When they have covered quite often.
Yeah, yeah. And lo and behold, her cars doesn't have a license plate on it. And
Keys?
the little,
No,
and
he swapped it.
he took her plate and
Yeah.
put it on that car,
And if he
which
gets
is,
stopped, he's gonna be screwed, cause they'll look it up and it's not
which is
gonna match.
uninsured and,
Yeah, and not gonna
and
match.
not registered.
That's fraud, I mean,
Yeah.
he gets some really harsh penalties for that
Yeah.
shit.
Yep. Yeah, as I say, it's just a tad sleazy, you know?
Ruth's up there doing the check.
I just happened to notice, I parked in front of her house.
Oh, yeah.
And so I noticed that.
We've known he's a bit sleazy for a long time.
Huh?
We've known that for a long time.
Well, I've always felt that way. A little hungry. Gotta take some out for dinner that doesn't involve lunch.
What is the AMT trade, Joe? AMT? I don't have an AMT trade. I got an AAP trade right here. AAP. AAP is a strangle on AAP. Again, we bought the 53 calls and bought the 52 puts expiring Friday. It's a strangle. I didn't take an AMT trade today. American Tower. So AAP is probably what you heard me say, and here it is right here, AAP. Okay, it's Advanced Auto Parts. SMR still coming down a little bit. And there's AAP. That's the strangle that we're in. Okay, I'm gonna get some lunch. Just kind of watching. Don't have much on here. Did SMR long and AAP strangle. We get out of the RCAT straddle for a nice profit this morning. It spiked up and we were able to get closed. Still in SMCI. And the market really not doing too much here. It's a little weak today. It's down, but it's trying to bounce a little bit. And so I don't really have any inclination to dive into anything right now. Market is red, but pretty close to the 596, 591.16, which is resistance on it. So I'm just going to grab something to eat, come back, watch the market for a while. Again, we got NVIDIA after the close tonight. That's kind of a big deal. All right, be back in just a few minutes. Make sure if you have any more questions. Hopefully, Joe, you got that answer to that question. That is AAP, not AMT. It's right here. The AAP strangle. All right. And I lost my question box on the YouTube video, so can't see any questions out there right now. I got to shut it down anyway. I'm going to go to lunch. So again, thanks everybody from YouTube for being here today. I appreciate it. And I'll be back tomorrow about 11:15, and hopefully everything will be up and running.